Okay, viewers, look where we are. That's right, Central Promenade, dead opposite Coral Island. Coral Island, it's the next building in our series of Back in the Day. I think it's volume 6. We're going to train our thoughts and memories on this building today and see if I can remember bits and pieces of its past. So strap yourselves in, sit down, get yourself a coffee and enjoy the video. Okay guys, we're on the pretty windy promenade here. Temperature's not too bad though. It's like 11 degrees, but like I said, it's very, very windy. It's Monday the 19th of December, it's 2022, and we're going to do the next in our series of the Back in the Day videos. I've not done one for a while. The last one was Golden Mile Centre, so we're now moving our sights onto this building here. Of course, it's Coral Island. Coral Island, okay, on the former site of Blackpool Central train station. Yes, Blackpool Central train station. It itself is steeped in history and tragedy. Not in my lifetime, but in 1941, two planes collided above this building, and one landed in Reeds Avenue and the other one went straight through the roof of Central Station, killing 18 people and injuring up to 35 people. So yeah, it's got its history as this building. But anyway, the Central Station itself closed in November 1964 to make way for Coral Island itself and the law courts and the car parks and everything that's on the former site. To be fair, yeah. So it closed in 1964. Did Central Station. However, part of the old building was still being used up until around about 1973, where Tudor Bingo was. Tudor Bingo traded up until 1973 and then made way for the demolition of the Central Station buildings. So yeah, even though it closed in 64, it wasn't until 73 till the demolition started. Soon after the demolition finished, the fairground people moved in. We had fairgrounds for a number of years operating on the former site of Central Station. We had the likes of Brinley Gore, Lawrence Silcock and Marshalls trading their wares on these sites until Coral Island was built in 1978. Coral Island built in 1978. I think the reasoning behind the getting rid of the train stations was the up and coming number of car ownerships and the building of the M55 route into Blackpool, which opened in 1975. The M55, so there was more cars and less trains, putting it bluntly. So it's like the birth of the automobile then. More people took ownership of cars around about that time than back in the day when not so many people did. Yeah, so Coral Island was built obviously by the bookmakers, Joe Corrals. That's where it's got its name from, was Coral Island, Joe Corrals bookmakers. At the rear of the building there was a very, very large cash bingo hall. We also had Shades nightclub, if anyone remembers that, Shades nightclub. We had the Sundowner Grill at the front here, roughly where the Coral Island sign is itself, where the blue seahorses are. We had the Sundowner Grill, where you could sit there in the window and watch the sun go down basically. Also inside there was the Gossip Shop bar on the first floor. And later on we had the Flagship Show bar on the ground floor, roughly where that fish and chip shop is on the side. Okay, so there you have it. That's what was going down with Corals around about that time. Okay, Corals didn't keep it for that long, to be fair. and sold it out to Bass Leisure, Bass the breweries, basically in, I think, roughly around about 1985, I think, until Nobles took it over in about 1988, because Bass, to be fair, they were a brewery, they didn't really have a clue what they were doing with it. They got it, and for all intents and purposes, everything failed for them. So anyway, Nobles took it over, and Nobles, obviously a well-renowned travelling firm who knew this business very, very well. So Nobles turned their magic on around this building and did everything that they know best, and I tell you what, there's nobody better in the business. One of the major things, the major things that was overlooked when it was first built was these entrances. Coral Island itself used to have, Joe Coral, should I say, and Bass used to have entrances on the front, on the side and on the rear. Nobles took it upon themselves to extend these entrances at the front, take them around the corner on the 45 degree, make these massive entrances on the angles at each corner of this building, and the people just flowed in. That was their biggest ever achievement in this building by a long shot. When we saw it, we knew what was going to happen. People were just going to fall in them doors before you could walk past it. Not now, not now. Them doors are just so inviting on each corner. That was their biggest ever achievement in this building by far. But yeah, it's like I said, Nobles have still got it to this day, and one can only take the hats off to the way they have, the way they've kept this going and kept it running. I think everybody in the amusement industry is in awe of these people. They do show us the way, they know how to do it best. So there you have it, that's Coral Island, still in the Noble organisation's hands up until this day. And why not? Incidentally, when it was built, it was the largest amusement arcade in Europe when it was built. Whether it still is, I don't know. But I know it was, it went down as the largest amusement arcade in Europe when it was first built. So I don't know if it still is, we'll have to look on that one. But it certainly stood the test of time, it's still there, and it's still going strong. Okay. So I think I'll leave you there, viewers. Give me a quick view round. Pretty quiet today, in fact. Pretty quiet. Not a lot going on at the moment. I was just sheltering there at the back of this building, the RNLI lifeboat shop, out of the wind, because it is a little bit on the breezy side. I'm going to head back to the car now. It's not your boy Leroy. I'm signing off. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Catch you later. If you've got any ideas on any future videos you'd like to see, drop us a line.